So SDVerse is the automotive industry's first B2B marketplace for automotive software. So we help buyers and sellers like OEMs, like tier one suppliers, like startups, come and buy and sell software on our platform. The software buying is I think we all understand the industry is going from this very hardware-centric to a more software-defined future. Right. But the ability to do software separate from hardware, the ability to procure software does not exist. So that's the problem that we're solving for. Right? So GM and Magna and Wipro started the company, and we have now been joined by a very notable brands and high growth companies in that space.
Right. Thank you, Prashant. So, what trends? I think SDV is one of the trends. I think that was basically, the platform which kind of gave you the ideation about having such a thing. But then, what are the trends that you see for a software marketplace in the auto industry? And basically, how do you position yourselves within the space in itself?
So, see, software it has increased in size, complexity, and cost. Right? We have some estimates that we actually published a white paper pretty recently. The industry spends about $40 billion a year on software. That spending is almost going to double every 7 or 8 years. Are consumers going to pay double for anything? Absolutely not. So, and of that 40 billion or so that's being spent, right, only about 10% is sourced separate from hardware. So, one of the things that we're trying to do is increase that spending price separate from software. So, increase that percentage of spend that happens separately from hardware. We're increasing that so that it can be more efficient. You can realize the value of software-defined vehicles much sooner.
Right. How is also SDVerse influencing the value chain in itself? You bring in a lot more cohesiveness within the auto and the software industry as well. So if you look down the value chain, how do you bind them all together within this? So
let me just state how things work today. Right? Yeah. So if you're an engineer or I don't speak for everyone, but generally, it's a very unstructured analog process. What do I mean by that? If you need to buy, so first you need to make a make or buy decision. Are you going to build something by yourself or are you going to buy it, right? Let's say you made a decision to go buy it. How are you going to find that software? You'll work with an existing list of suppliers. You will do Google searches. You will go to conferences. So it's a time-consuming process. We have we've done some work and identified it takes about up to 6 months to do this discovery and RFI and RFQ process. What we've done is we're bringing that unstructured analog process and making it digital structured. So we take a lot of this information that you would ultimately find in an RFQ, RFI. We're taking that, we're putting it on the platform, right? We're creating transparency. So one of the things that we do, to your point about value propositions, is we create transparency on the platform. So as an example, if you are an engineer, you are looking for part assist software, you log into our platform, search part assist. It's going to show you 3 different sellers of part assist software. You can compare their offerings, like what level of certification, what level of maturity, your technology stack. And then you can see which of these 3 sellers works in your technology stack. You can reach out to the seller on the platform. You can ask questions. You can issue RFIs on the platform. So all of what you were taking about 6 months to do now, you can do within a few hours, right, or a few days now.
Right. I'm also guessing that, you can compare, their products or specifications and services as well within the platform.
Absolutely.